Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make my wreaths. They are simpler than you may think. All you're going to need is a sign, whatever sign you're going to want to put in the middle. It's around Valentine's, so I'm going to use a Valentine's sign. And you will need a frame, a wreath frame of any kind. You can do circle, or I have this heart one today. I got this one from Dollar Tree. I normally get all of my wreath frames from Dollar Tree because they're only $1 and they are great quality, like great quality. This feels zero cheapness. And then you're gonna need some deco mesh. I order my deco mesh always from Amazon. You get a pack of 4 for about $20, like $18, $19, around $20. So what I like to do is I get the pack of 4 because there's going to be different colors in them. You can mix and match the colors. I bought this Valentine's themed color package, and I am going to be using all 4 of these colors. You don't have to use all 4 colors. You can use 3 colors. I recommend don't use any less than 3 with doing this type of wreath. So you'll need this as well. And then to attach the sign, you will need a hot glue gun and some hot glue. I like to use the Gorilla Glue because I feel like it just makes me feel like my stuff is really secure and it's not going to come off. So I have this, and then I also have some scissors to be cutting my deco mesh. We're going to be cutting as many deco meshes as I put pipe cleaners, but you'll see that. So this is all you'll need. Oh, and then you'll need some pipe cleaners. So I got this big pack of pipe cleaners from Amazon, and I will link them in the description, as well as the deco mesh. I'll link them both in the description. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut this up. This is time consuming, but you will have a beautiful wreath in the end, so it is worth it. So let's get to cutting. I did forget to mention that I'm going to be using red ribbon as well, just to give my customers the option to hang the wreath on a ribbon, well, from the ribbon. Okay, so how you're going to determine how much mesh you're going to need to cut is you're going to want to get your wreath frame, and you're going to want to put your pipe cleaners where they need to go, and then you cut that many sections of your mesh per pipe cleaner. So what I'm going to do is for every wire that's going across like this, I'm going to put 1 pipe cleaner on each side. So 1, 2 on each side of them. And then in the middle, I'm going to put 1 in the middle. So 1 in the middle, 2, 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 and so on and so on. So that's what I'm going to do with my pipe cleaners now, is I'm going to just wrap them on here. And like I said, that'll let you know how many mesh sections that you need. Okay, so counting each section, I'm going to need 20 pipe cleaners. So that means I'm going to need 20 sections of mesh. So I'm going to go ahead and gather my 20 pipe cleaners. And I'm going to want to go with the colors of the mesh that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using this darker pink, lighter pink, red, and white. Now I don't have all of those colors because I already made a wreath similar to this one with all of those colors. So I'm going to use what I can. So I have some white, and that's what you're going to want to do as well, is just gather the colors similar and not so much off. So on this wreath, I'm not going to want to use, like, let's say orange. I'm not going to want to use orange because the orange might show through the wreath. So I'm going to want to go with colors that are going to kind of mesh. So this is like all that I have of the Valentine's colors. So I'm going to want to incorporate maybe a little bit of like this color that's going to blend. I'm not going to want to go for like bright neon colors. So just be aware of that. You're going to want to go with the colors that you're using if you know you can. So I'm going to go ahead and do my pipe cleaners. Okay, so I have my 20 pipe cleaners. You're gonna want to start anywhere. You can start anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and start in this middle section right here at the tip of the heart, just in the middle. So I'm not gonna do this one, I'm just gonna do the middle one, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pipe cleaner and I'm just gonna go under. I'm just gonna go under the wreath. And I'm going to just get it and twist it a few times just so it can stay. Like that. And then I'm going to work on the next section, which, like I said, 2 on each cross wires. So I'm going to go here, and then again, I'm going to twist it a few times just so it can stay. I'm going to continue this process throughout the wreath. Okay, so I have all my pipe cleaners on my wreath frame. As you can see, it looks a little bit crazy and a little bit confusing, but it will be okay. So next, what you're gonna wanna do is you can start from anywhere. Like I said, I recommend that you use 3 sections of mesh per pipe cleaner. Today I'm gonna be using 4 because I do wanna use each color of my pack that I got. So I'm gonna grab one, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna do this with each section that you grab. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna kind of roll it like this. As you can see, I just rolled it. Now I'm going to just take it like this, push it in the middle, and then grab these sides and kind of just like that. As you can see, let me show you that again. So I just rolled it. I'm gonna push it in the middle and grab these 2 sides and just close it, kind of like a bow. I'm gonna be doing this for each one. So I have my dark pink. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a white, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just going to use my body as a little helper. So I have it here. I'm going to take it and pinch it. So all I'm doing is I'm going to be grabbing them like this. So I'm gonna take the light pink. Oh, I grabbed 2, hold on. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna roll it again, like that. And I'm gonna take it and pinch it, add it, and then I'm gonna take my red. So let me grab a red one. Here's the red. I'm gonna take it and roll it and do the same thing to this one. So there we go. I have all 4 colors here, like so, but you can, like I said, you can use 3. So I'm gonna just start from anywhere on my wreath. So I'm gonna probably start, oh, I missed a pipe cleaner right there, so I'm gonna skip that one for now, and I'm gonna add another pipe cleaner. So I'm just going to start on, oh no, it's right here. Never mind, they just moved a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna start in the middle here with this red one. And all I'm doing is I'm gonna get my mesh and put it in the middle of the red, just so the red can wrap around it. As you can see, I just put it in the middle. So here's my 2 red pipe cleaners, or my 1 red pipe cleaner. But here's the 2 ends. And I'm just gonna take them and I'm just going to kind of tighten them and pull them. And then I'm going to just twist them. You can twist them 2 to 3 times. This is just to secure the mesh. So I'm gonna twist it 3 times, and then I'm going to get my scissors that I have here, and I'm going to just clip the ends off like that. And then I'm just going to take this piece that's left of the pipe cleaner, just take this piece that's left and kind of just push it down, just so I or my customer doesn't poke themselves by grabbing the wreath. So I just took them and I just pushed them down, and there is 1 pipe cleaner on the wreath. I'm just gonna continue this process for each pipe cleaner that I have. And you don't have to put the mesh in any specific order. You just grab them and go. You don't have to go like light pink, dark pink, white, red. You can do it whatever order you want. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, as my wreath is getting more and more dense and, you know, full, it's a little bit harder to see where the pipe cleaners are and where's the next one at. So what I like to do is I like to just turn it around and I can see the long pipe cleaners. So this means that these are the ones that I need to still put the mesh on. So I have 1, 2, 3 left. So I'm just going to continue to finish this up, but I just want to share with you, this is an easy way that if you get kind of lost on like what pipe cleaner is next, all you have to do is turn around the wreath frame and you'll see the long ones. So I'm just going to continue this process and we'll be right back. And the fact that I have a few more left, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my hot glue gun just so it can start warming up. So this is just a friendly, you know, heads up, start plugging in your hot glue gun so that way it can be ready for you to add your sign. Okay, once I'm done with all my mesh, adding all my mesh, I'm going to be just examining my wreath and seeing where do I need to fill in. When you need to fill in, you don't necessarily need any more mesh. It's just that you need to move around your mesh. So what I'm going to do is, see here, I can see my pipe cleaner here. So I'm just going to move around my mesh and just kind of camouflage it. So I'm just going to go around my wreath and kind of just fluff it and move it around, and it just looks more fuller and complete. So that's all I'm doing here is I'm just going around and kind of just moving it. So here is our wreath. Oh, let me put it right here. Here is our wreath. It is nice and full. And now we are ready to put our sign. So let's get started on that. Okay, so for my sign, I'm gonna wanna turn, since I have a heart frame, I'm gonna wanna turn it around. If you have a circle frame, you won't have to really do this. But because I have a heart frame, I'm gonna turn it around and make sure that I have it correctly. Because sometimes it'll be like this and I'm not paying attention, but I wanna make sure that it is, you know, the right way. So I'm just going to turn my wreath around like this so I know exactly where I'm gonna put my sign, which is right in the middle. So I have my sign here, and I'm just going to position it where I want it, just so I can know where I have to lay it back down. So I'm going to get my sign, and I'm going to hot glue all the areas that it's going to be touching the wreath. So I have my hot glue gun here, and I'm just going to go along and just kind of put the hot glue. Okay, so I have my lighter here, and I'm gonna make sure that I am making the satin part to the outside. So just looping it around, making sure that it's the satin part. And I'm going to just seal the ends, if the lighter wants to work. Okay, got my ends sealed. The minute I stopped filming was the minute that the lighter worked. So of course, right? Okay, so we're gonna take our ribbon, we're gonna turn around our wreath, and we're gonna take our ribbon and just go from the top, like this, getting it, and just tying the ribbon, like so. I have longer nails, so tying is never my favorite thing to do. So like this, then I'm going to just move it down to where this is not going to be showing. And I'm going to just be putting a little bit of hot glue around this peak. Because I have a heart wreath, I'm going to be putting some hot glue around this peak and just sealing it so that way the ribbon doesn't move off of that peak and it can be hung straight. So I'm just going to be taking, oh, this hot glue is getting everywhere. Okay. Just taking it over that peak of the heart and I'm just sealing it. Just so, again, it doesn't move from that peak. And it can be hung straight, because if I didn't do this, the ribbon would be moving and it would move on the wreath frame as well. I'm sorry, on the wreath hanger once they hang it. So I'm just sealing it so that way they can hang it just like that without it moving from that. Sorry, you can't even say it. So that way it doesn't move from that peak. Like so. All right, and here is our finished product. As you can see, it is hung by the ribbon. You can definitely make your ribbon a little bit longer so that it can hang a little bit longer to show a little bit more. But here's the finished product. I hope that y'all liked this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.